Okay, what is up everybody? This video is going to be pretty exciting. I know a lot of guys wanted to see us get, back to the projects that we've had on the channel for a while now and the projects that you guys all know about. So I'm pretty excited to get back to them too. I had a lot of fun in Texas and Houston and all that stuff and working on some different projects with Jazz, but we still have to continue our projects as well. So we're gonna mix it up as well. So a lot of stuff on the way, you guys, and I didn't forget about these projects, don't worry. So I know a lot of guys were asking about this truck in particular. What's going on with it? Are we getting rid of it? All that stuff. It's not going anywhere, so it's still here, as you can see. And we still have this project. So this one is more of something that I don't want to mess with too much. Just so you guys know, I'm still going to do stuff to it, but just at the moment, not going to go too crazy. It's a very collectible truck. Maybe not this point in time just yet, but it's one of 200. I've told you guys before that it's a commemorative edition truck. So I'm not going to go too crazy. I don't want to hack it up or anything like that. Whereas this truck, I know this one is pretty rare too, but this one doesn't have such a clean story. This one has a lot higher miles. So I think it has, what the heck does it have on? I don't know. It's got like 160-ish, I think. I can't remember exactly, but somewhere around there. Anyways, it's high. The motor's popped, was popped, which is over there. And it also has a salvage title. So at one point this thing got in an accident. So this is the perfect truck to mod, not care about collectability, like you guys can see. Even though the paint looks good from 5 feet away, it is not perfect. See these chips and stuff? It looks like somebody had some Bondo there at some point. So like I said, from here she looks great, but this is a perfect truck to mess with. So whereas this one, super low mileage, clean history, clean title, we don't want to mess too much with this one. So with that being said, as far as mods, guys, we have so much stuff to do to this. I don't know what the order of events is, but let's start over here. So I have the Beltec shocks. We're going to be putting these on in the front and the rear. I have two more. I think I got to go for, actually I have to pull them out. I still have them, but I have to pull them out. And these are these brackets. So we're going to put these on. This is literally, this was laid out. I was going to try to do it before I left, but it didn't end up happening. So, and this is the hardware for it. Huge shout out to Jason again. It hooked us up with this stuff. So we're going to do the suspension on this thing. Right now, this thing rides like junk. And I want to fix that. So I want to get it riding good. And then once we get the ride and the level sorted out, then I'm finally going to go take it for an alignment, because we never aligned it after we lowered it and it doesn't drive the greatest. So it's kind of bouncy. It's got two different shocks in the front from previous owner, and the back, I'm pretty sure are the original shocks back there. I don't think they've ever been changed. So that stuff you guys can expect to see on this truck. And then once we get the ride sorted out and it's riding decent, I want to start messing with this. So this is a bored out throttle body. This is one of Flying Ryan's ones that he sells. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely check that out. But this should wake this thing up. So this one's bored. I can't remember what the size of it is. I should know this, but I know it's definitely bored out. You can see it's paper thin in the middle. So that will be a fun upgrade for this truck. Apparently it wakes it up. And then we get into the fun stuff. So I am gonna, right now as it stands, I am thinking about, and I think at this point I'm gonna try to get rid of the Jetta. With everything going on with me losing my job, I don't need 5 million vehicles, but I don't want to have a vehicle that I can't really make content on. The Jetta is just a practical, normal car that was a commuter car at some point in time for me, and now it just kind of sits there. It's a monthly, insurance payment that I have to make on it, and I can't make content with it. It's just a car that works. There's no issues with it, and it's just a boring car. So I want to have a vehicle that I can make content on. So for now, I think we're going to stick with these three plus the S2000 that you guys still know. That went out to get wrapped, but there's some stuff about that I don't know what's going to go on with that, and I just don't want to get too personal in that situation, but I'm not sure what the status is on that at this point. So it was supposed to get wrapped, but some unfortunate events happened. And yeah, it's about all I can say as far as that goes. I'll let you guys know if I can tell you guys more about that, but I don't know if it's going to get wrapped. It's not a priority right now. So we will be getting the S2000. I also have a track day. Sorry if I'm rambling, but I just have so much to update you guys with. I have so much to update you guys with. I have a track day that I've paid for. It's booked for the middle of May. And I don't know if it's gonna occur with everything that's going on right now. I really don't think it's gonna happen, but I do have track days planned. I would go to another track day even before then if I could, but I don't think there's any running right now. Oddly enough, one of my friends actually went to a track day like last week. They still held one, I don't know how, but anyways, once everything gets back to normal, we'll get to that track day, but I don't know if that one in the middle of May is still gonna happen. Other stuff on the Dakota, I don't know if I should announce this, but maybe I should anyways, since we're talking about suspension. Jason also hooked us up with a C-notch kit for the rear. It's a bolt-on kit that you could weld, but since I don't have a welder here, I might just bolt it up for now and maybe we'll weld it later. But I want to get this thing riding nice. Right now it kind of hits. Maybe once I put the shocks in, I won't necessarily hit as hard, but I want to make this into somewhat of a daily for now. And ultimately, once the Jetta goes, depending on how funds are looking at that point and how long this whole nonsense is going to go on in the world, I may hold off on buying the next vehicle, but I think I am leaning towards some sort of Chevy 4-door with an LS in it. Something that I could just use a normal truck. We're not going to lower it or go crazy with it, but something I could tow with. We can play with it, tinker with it. Not turning into a race truck, but something I can drive every day. I can tow vehicles. We can maybe get a trailer at some point. I'm thinking that would make sense. We can make some content on that Chevy truck just for fun and do things that way. Reason why I'm thinking Chevy instead of another Dodge truck is just to shake things up a little bit, and it would be cheap. I'd probably get like a 99 to 05, which would be a few grand. But as far as everything else on this, I also have from Jason a Hughes air gap that I might put in at some point. But if I'm gonna go that far, we might do something with the heads. Jason has another set of heads which we're maybe gonna put on this, so I'm kind of holding off on the intake, because if we take off the intake and we're already that far, the heads are not that much further, and it would be a good time to do it before we put another intake on this. So like you guys probably saw, this engine we tested, it's a healthy engine. So this one's, you know, good to go. We can probably throw some boost at it, but I just want to kind of make it a fun daily for now. And then we will resort back to the boost. Ultimately, it's going to, you know, get boosted at some point, obviously with Boosted Motorsports. Something else in the garage might be seeing some of that attention as well. So I've been talking about it for a little while. I have everything here for that build, but I'm waiting and trying to push this channel to 50K before I announce all that. But we have a ton of fun stuff. So you guys heard it here. I'm just gonna hint at it as far as what's going on. And as far as other things that I'm gonna do to this right now, I have the headlight bulbs coming. So the whole truck still has the stock halogen bulbs. So I'm gonna make a whole series, probably starting this week, on converting a 3rd gen Ram to HIDs, or actually LEDs, I should say. I'm not gonna put HIDs in this because this one just has the regular halogen reflector style. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to convert this whole truck to LED and how it all looks and comparisons before, after, all that stuff. And we also have to probably do something about this chrome emblem because we pretty much de-chromed the whole truck at this point. So like I said, not a whole lot of big mods to this truck at this point, but just some clean things, some reversible things. And I'm gonna bring you guys more 3rd gen content because that's what I wanna do. I also have to go check my PO box because I think there's some stuff there. And I think at some point somebody was supposed to be sending me some LED projectors for a 3rd gen. So I gotta see if those still came through or follow up with that. Lots of stuff going on, you guys. And on the topic of bulbs, you guys all know, if you guys are here from the 4th gen stuff, that I really like this brand. These are the LED bulbs that we're gonna be putting in that Ram over there. So if I just give you guys a little sneak peek, I already have them sitting here. If they want to come out of the box and present themselves, maybe today, let's see. There they are. Okay, so these are the ones that are going to be going in, and these I really like because they have a high beam and a low beam, and they have this shield, and they are projecting, and light is dispersing out of them just like a halogen would, except obviously this can be a lot brighter. So these are plug and play. It should be pretty cool. I just don't know at this point if they're gonna throw the bulb out indicator, because I believe this one has that. So we will see. I'll test it, give you guys my honest review, and we'll see what happens with these. But plug and play, it's gonna be insanely brighter than the stock, but should maintain the stock cutoff since they are casting in the way of a regular halogen. So I'm excited to get those on. I've had these for a little while now, but obviously I didn't get around to it. So that's a video that's gonna come. And the other thing that I do want to do at some point is Stephen Hall, thanks again. He sent these, actually 2 of them, I have them both here. 2 of these remotes, as you can see, matching blue for the Dakota, since I never got a remote with the vehicle, but you need a special scan tool to program them to the truck. If you guys are super familiar, I haven't found it yet, but I'm sure somebody makes it. Something that you can program these older trucks, the remotes on them. I know a lot of guys will have to go to the dealer to do it, but if I can get my own little, OBD2 device that you can plug in to, program that, let me know if there's something that exists. I know there's like things like Alpha OBD and all this stuff that for the newer trucks, but I don't know if there's an older version of that for this that I could get. I'll do my research after making this, but if you guys already know, drop a comment down below. Last thing I'll leave you guys with is, if there's anything else that you guys want to see on these trucks, like maybe how to do this or how to do that, I've tried to cover as much stuff as possible, but let me know if there's something that I'm missing. A how-to video. I've shown how to take the headlights out on this. I think I've done the same on this truck, shown how to remove the headlights. I think I've shown how to remove the taillights. This whole truck is completely converted to LED at this point, which I'm going to do with this truck. So if you guys haven't seen that segment with the LED conversion on this, definitely check that out. And we fixed all the hyper flash and all that stuff. But let me know if there's something I'm missing. Is there something in particular without cutting this truck up or doing anything of that nature that you guys want to see? How to remove this or how to reinstall that. Let me know if there's some sort of video that I'm missing, and I'll try to get that for you and make it for you guys if you guys are curious of any of that stuff. So let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see on the trucks, since everybody seems very curious and eager to see stuff on the trucks, and I'll do my best to deliver that content for you guys. But as always, thanks for your support. As you guys know, this is my only source of income, so not asking too much, but wherever you guys can support and whatnot. I also saw somebody mention Patreon. Is that something that you guys prefer over the YouTube? I know YouTube takes a bigger cut on the join button. I think Patreon takes a smaller percentage and gives more to the actual creator. But let me know if you guys are, more familiar, or you prefer the Patreon over the join, and I can set that up. I know I already created an account, but didn't really do much with it. But if it's something that you guys are interested in supporting the channel, like I said, this is my only source of income, and the channel's not super big, so it's gonna be tight, and I'm kind of gonna be dipping into some savings, honestly, at the end of each month without making any big purchases. That's just covering my bills at this point. So anything you guys can do to help would be appreciated, but thanks for your support, your ongoing support. And what you guys can do to help that's free is share any of the videos, going forward, or from the past that you guys liked or you found helpful. Sharing those with others and getting more people to the channel will help bring the revenue for this channel up and make it so that I can actually survive. So thanks again for your support, you guys. Lots on the way. You guys are gonna see daily videos now pretty much on both channels. So I'm gonna go full steam ahead. All you guys need to do is sit back and enjoy the ride. I'll see you on the next one.